Like damn, she in her mood. 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 She lit, get money too. Like damn, she in her mood. In the mirror, I'm doing my thing.
Hello ladies, A1's Day Ones, and if you're a new one, please subscribe to the channel and make sure your notification bell is on so you don't miss no more nail videos. Okay, so if you checked out my last video, it was a very beginner friendly tutorial on how to do these lip nails, these trendy lip nails. You gotta check that out. That is like level 1, show you how to get started, what products you might need, how you might need to use some tools. But this one, girl, once you got that down, I know you saw your work in progress. You was like, oh my God, I can see it. I can do this. You can do this. Now we make them a little better. We learn from our mistakes and we make them a little better. So I got some little tricks here that I want to show you and play with. I'm going to start off with just a purple nail for no reason at all. I just wanted a different color background, and we're going to follow the same steps as in the first video, level 1. So if you recall in the first video, I told you that you will see some of the inner mouth. So you want to put some color, some shading behind there, maybe a darker pink than the pink of the nail, maybe black, maybe red. So I'm going to go down with black first. For no reason, I want to try a shadow look. I still will be adding some pink to look like the tongue, but I just want to see if I can get some extra dimension in this mouth. So I decided to use my Beetles. Beetles comes in so many colors, so many collections, really fun to play with, and a very good price available on Amazon. So it's always my go-to. I picked this kind of hot pink. To me, it was kind of like a reddy hot pink, just something not too light. I don't think like a light pink would really read inner mouth. You want to go for something kind of dark pink, hot pink, red even. And I'm just going to kind of paint a pink blob inside of the black blob, leaving a little of the black showing on the outer edges a bit. I'm just kind of playing with it, eyeballing it. So I'm gonna say there's like 5 parts to this whole tutorial thing. 5 main things you need to do. 1, paint the nail, pick the color of your choice. 2, make a little detailed inner mouth blob area, giving you like a guideline of where you want to place this mouth. Where's the inner mouth going? Preferably in the center of the nail. That's going to be your guideline. Either you're going to make it a little lower or a little higher, but basically in the center. Then we're going to do the teeth. Teeth are next. So I'm going to go in with this 4-in-1 Makartt gel from Amazon. It's really good. It's a molding gel, and we're going to go in with the teeth. So you'll see me rolling this with my fingers, and that's because you know how when you roll it with your fingers, you can feel if one end is too thin and one end is too fat. You kind of want to roll it lightly and evenly and kind of get like an even long roll, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm rolling it, to just, mush all the gel together, and also to get a feel that it's the same thickness that I would like to work with. So you see it. This is the fun part to me, because this is when it really starts to really become something. I'm going in with my cuticle pusher, sharp edge. I'm dabbing it in a little alcohol. I'm using alcohol to mold and bend and press and move this product. And I'm just doing a line down the center of the nail, splitting the teeth in 2 so that it's very even, just a split down the middle. And then I'm going to work from there. Now, we learned a lot from the first video, how to better shape the shape of the teeth. That way they don't bulge too much on the sides. It is a nail. I mean, at first it's like, okay, I just want a mouth on the nail. But now I'm like, no, the mouth has to be the shape of the nail. And I told you that I thought it would be best if we went in and did the side teeth, the 2 side teeth on the outer edges, a little wider, a little higher, and a little thinner, a little flatter, a little more flush to the sides of the nail, giving it sort of a wraparound look. So now, instead of the mouth being on the nail, this is really going to give the appearance that it's like the smile is kind of wrapped around the nail, thinning out at the edges. And even right here at this angle, you can see that the side teeth are flatter. They're not as bulgy on the front-facing side of the nail. They're actually looking like they're on the side of the nail, almost hidden. Now, another thing that I thought would really make this pop and look realistic is if I raised the two side teeth. So like a grin would be. So I'm raising the back two teeth just to give it some dimension, protrusion. Now it looks like, oh, the front teeth are forward and the side teeth are maybe more towards the back of the mouth. Just making sure they're flatter than the two front teeth. You see that? And also using my cuticle pusher to raise the bottom edges. I really want her to like grin up. I just felt like it would look better, more realistic that way. So if you're following along, I hope that you see the improvement. You made some little changes. They look even more realistic. And we're going to work on the bottom half of the nails now. I still have the same method. I think that they should be a little skinnier, a little longer maybe, or as long, but definitely a little skinnier. I feel like bottom teeth are just smaller. And please tell me I don't have to remind you to cure. The top teeth are cured. So what I'm doing is kind of pressing my cuticle pusher against the soft gel that I need to mold, and also kind of against the already cured gel. That way I know they're the same height off of the nail. So I'm using the upper row of teeth as a guideline to how bulbous the bottom row should be. I want them to be even, the same height off of the nail. I'm also going to take that extra step to make her as realistic as possible. So the two bottom side outer teeth, I definitely want to make them a little wider than the center front teeth, bottom teeth. And I also want to make her a little flatter. I want her to feel like she's wrapping around the edge of the nail, not sitting face side of the nail. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm going in and pressing with my finger, just making her a little flatter. Did you see that circle little move that I just did? So I could like have imaginary lips, and like, what is this gonna look like with lips on it? Is it giving what I need her to give? And she was, girl. Okay, so top and bottom row of teeth cured. They're hard as a rock. They're like veneers. All right, I'm gonna show you our first set, our first original set, our beginner-friendly set, how to do the teeth, how to square it off, what products to use, what tools to use, and do you see how we narrowed in her buckness on the side? Like, our second set looks really good. But make the teeth how you want. I mean, they can be as comical or as realistic as you want, but already look at the difference. All right, girl, let's move on. So we're already hitting number 4 on our list to complete the lip tutorial, the lip look, the lip nail, and that is the lips, honey, the lips. You can use whatever molding gel you have, whatever works easier for you. I like to use the clear. It's really hard to see, and I have to like spend a lot of time shaping and getting it right, but I think it looks pretty. It's easier. It's easy to mold. It's easy to paint and make it any color you want without any odd color showing through some weird place. So we're going to get into the lips. And I think, I am so addicted to this. I've been seeing this trend for months. And at first I was appalled. I was like, oh my God, what the hell? But then I was very curious. And I was like, well, how are they doing that? What materials are they using? Like, look at the expressions. That's kind of cool. And then I did it. And girl, I'm addicted. I think I now have that disease. Like if someone came up to you and they were like, oh my God, like my sister, she's always fussing and cleaning and picking and she can't sit still. What do you call that? Well, what do you call that? You call that OCD, right? So I feel like I'm like the feeling that I feel when I'm doing this all of a sudden, I think it's the same disease that people have who cook with miniature utensils and make miniature food and put it on a miniature plate. Like that whole miniature life. I feel like this is a lifestyle. Like something about this is very addictive, and I just want to do it in every expression. Full lips, little lips, buck teeth, bracelet. Like I don't know. I'm obsessed. Literally, I just got immediately obsessed. So hopefully you are as obsessed and you are getting better at them, and you are now on level 2. We're working on the lips, girl. Make them. I want big juicy lips this time. I want bigger lips than last time. This nail had some weight to it between the teeth And these full lips, I mean, this nail can get pretty heavy. I remember the first time I did a full bling nail, and I was like, damn, these are fucking heavy. This is like twice as heavy as that. Like, this is really heavy for one nail, but it's so fun, and I think we can do it. I think I'm gonna try it, but I'm just molding and playing with it. I want her to have big lips, and I'm trying to give her a little more expression. So I love to play with the gel over the teeth. I feel like it's just so fun. That's why I do make the teeth a little big, and I don't mind covering some or most of it up with the lips, because I feel like when I play with it, whatever expression the gel is molding into, whatever I'm feeling like, I have enough room to play with. I can, I can gra one side of the mouth and still have plenty of teeth showing, or I can bring it down really low. Maybe she's biting her lips and cover the teeth, but I know that I still have enough room to play with expressions. So that's why I kind of do the teeth a little bigger, but you don't have to. All right, so we're working on the bottom lip now. I want her to be a little more robust, a little more full, a little more juicy. I'm keeping a lot of the juiciness in the center. And remember I said to pinch up the corners, narrow them in towards the back teeth, so they should not be as fluffy and wide in the very front. The edges should make the corners narrow, pinch the corners a little, okay? You know what I mean. Look in the mirror, smile, and see what your mouth is doing. And here she is in all her beautiful juiciness. I mean, this is a black queen, honey. I mean, it ain't hard to tell. The first one, she might have been mixed, girl. She might have been mixed. I told you I was basing it off of my own self, looking in the mirror, trying to like play around with that. But this girl right here, she is a black queen, and I love it. All right, so now the last final fifth element, add your color. What color lipstick do the girl got on, girl? Now it's like just the little fine details, some polish, maybe a bling tooth or something, but up to you. But now we would color, and that would be basically the final step before top coat. So I know we said we're on the final step, which is adding your lipstick color. And even though it's only one step, there may be a few bulletins here. Do you want to add shading? Do you not? Do you need layers? Do you want to add highlights? I mean, that is a whole world on her own. I know you're like, girl, what the hell are you doing? Like, what? Stop it. What are you doing? I'm painting her black because I'm trying to find a easier way to do my shading and my blending, just to give her a little 3D pop. And for some reason I had the bright idea, which it was a good idea. I did enjoy the look. I'm going to go in with full black lips, and then I'm going to put my color on top. I'm only going in with one coat of this black. I just kind of want it to be hidden, to shadow behind the color that I'm using, and that way maybe I won't have to go in and blend and work. I'm trying to see if there's a better way to do this. And the color I chose was this dark purple, honey, and I'm going to work with her, but I just wanted to think of a real lipstick color. Like, I was tired of the red and the pink and the red and the pink. I was like, I want to try something more plummy. Like, I be wearing different color lipsticks. Let's see how she do it. Especially because she got these big juicy lips. I definitely wanted to give her like just a color out of the box. So I hope you're here for it. But again, make her any color you want. And I had some fun with it. I did add some flash gel. That way it just had a little sparkle. You know how like some lipsticks have glitter in them. So I wanted to get really creative with that. And I feel like the nail is purple. This is the same color purple that I use for the nail. But because I have the black background, it definitely brought it like a shade darker, which is really pretty. And I'm going to just polish it with the purple, and I feel like the darkness is coming through, like it's giving some dimension there without all the blending and hard work I had to do on the first set. Well, blah blah blah, what do you think? What do you think of the flash gel? Ooh, right? Like, and the black background, it's the same color purple, but it looks completely different. The edges are a little darker. Like, it just looks so good. Oh my God, look at her. I want to give her a kiss. I didn't, which shows I'm not a freak. Even though I'm having some weird indulgence in these weird lip nails, I did not give her an actual kiss, but I wanted to. And here's a little comparison from our first beginner class where we just learned what to do, what we need, what the products we're going to use, you know, have a little fun with it, and look at the difference. Look at the difference, girl. Aren't you glad you came back for level 2 video? Yes. Again, up to you. You can top coat and go from here. You could add a grill. You could have a little fun, put some diamonds, put some braces. There's tons of, I mean, it's limitless, really. really. I think I'm just gonna play around a little bit, but I'm basically gonna wrap this up. She's quite beautiful, and I wanted to look at her just like that, but I did also want to see her in her ghetto fabulousness. So I'm gonna add a little bit of trinkets, a little bit of charms here and there on the teeth, but that's about it, girl. I feel like I made this video a little quicker for you. There's actually more detail in this video, so between the two of them, you're gonna kill it. I hope you enjoy the looks. I hope you try it. Let me know. Keep me posted, and I love you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.